Hello, everyone, and welcome to Elevate Your Business. I'm Ed Jurecki, and I'm excited to take you on a journey through today's episode. Our goal? To inspire and empower you as you navigate your path to business success. Join us as we explore valuable insights and strategies that can elevate your entrepreneurial journey. Today, we're joined by Bryan Clayton, the co-founder and CEO of GreenPal, an innovative online marketplace connecting homeowners with local lawn care professionals. Often called the Uber for lawn care, GreenPal boasts over 300,000 active users and thousands of daily transactions. Bryan's entrepreneurial journey began with Peachtree Inc., a landscaping company he grew to over $10 million in annual revenue before its acquisition in 2013. With his extensive experience in entrepreneurship, small business growth, and bootstrapping, Bryan brings valuable insights on building successful businesses from the ground up. We're excited to dive into Bryan's expertise and learn from his impressive track record in revolutionizing traditional industries. Bryan, it's wonderful to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Ed. Thanks for having me on. It's great to be here.
Oh, I love it. It's been an honor and a pleasure getting to know you a little bit. To start with, for our audience, could you share a little bit more about yourself and your business?
Yeah, so I'm CEO of GreenPal. It's a marketplace that connects homeowners with lawn care services, kind of like Instacart or DoorDash or Uber. And GreenPal is a 10-year overnight success. My co-founders and I have been at this a little over a decade. And the first 4 or 5 years of getting the marketplace going were a little challenging, but we didn't give up and we just made incremental progress little by little. And now it's nationwide in the United States and around 300,000 people using it every week for lawn mowing. And before I started GreenPal, I actually ran a traditional landscaping company. I started mowing grass in high school, went to college, didn't want to take on student loans, so I kept mowing yards all day long, and I would go to college at night. And then when I graduated college, I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna hang that up. I don't want to be a lawn guy my whole life. This is what I went to college for. And then I started doing some back of the envelope math, and I realized wait a second, I'm going to take a pay cut if I go into the job market. So I made a little business plan and grew that little lawn mowing business into a real company over about a 10, 15-year time. And ended up getting it to about $10 million a year in sales and around 150 employees. And then it was acquired by a national company in the landscaping business. So after I sold that business, I took about a year off, hung out on some beaches like the one in your screen there, and I got bored. It got existential real quick. I realized that I was addicted to progress. I was addicted to getting things done, and now that was all gone. And so I didn't really have like a North Star anymore. And so I thought, well, I could start a tech company. That looks like fun. And it was kind of naivete as an asset. I didn't realize the first thing about how to build a tech company, but recruited two co-founders and we started working on the idea and haven't looked back.
Outstanding. What an awesome journey. And so you started to allude to this. How do you define success today?
For me, success is setting goals that are not like crazy, like moonshot goals, but they're hard enough. They're a challenge. And working with a team where everybody's kind of working on their own thing and everybody is kind of smarter than me in their thing. And almost like it looks kind of like the movie Ocean's 11, where you're working with a group of people that you respect. They're all talented in their own right, and all of you are coming together to accomplish a shared goal, and you're all marching towards the same vision. And then knocking those goals down and feeling good about that. That to me is success. And then success is also getting feedback from the people that use whatever it is that you're working on and hearing from them what it is you're pouring your life soul into is helping them. And so for us with GreenPal, why we really do what we do is to help landscaping contractors get ahead in life, helping them get a business in a box, so to speak, getting all the customers they want, getting paid on time, and growing their business is why we do what we do. And so they share stories with us. Because of GreenPal, I was able to put a down payment on a house or pay off student loan debt or upgrade my equipment. So that to me is what success is getting that feedback from people that use your products.
The journey is never easy getting to that point where we've achieved certain levels of success and we're able to really immerse ourselves in how we're helping others. What are one or two of those key challenges and the lessons learned to pass along to our audience?
Yeah. So I think first off, In the last 10 years, there's been kind of like there's been this kind of belief that you should be ashamed to be trying to make money in your business, and that's not why you do it. You do it because of this other thing. And I think that's doing entrepreneurs a disservice. I think the first thing is you have to have a profitable business to survive. And so you have to set out to do something that can make money. And that's half of the battle, half of the pie or more. And so that's the first thing. It's okay, how are we going to make money doing what we're doing? But after we have that solved, if you're only concerned about making money, you'll never make it. You'll never prosper. And so the other piece of the pie is who are you helping? How are you improving their life in some way? Whatever it is you're working on, how is it helping others get where they're trying to go in life? And if you can really focus on that, it can help take care of the profit thing, but also it can help give you a sense of satisfaction and purpose in life and in business. And so this is all like very idealistic stuff, but where does the rubber meet the road? And for me, I have to bake it into our routines, bake it into our habits. And so I'm always looking for ways to do that. And so one thing that we started off day one, and at times hasn't been very popular, is every single member of the team has to ride in a truck and do a day in the life of a service contractor that uses our platform for at least 3 hours per year. And we keep track of this rigorously. And this helps us always be reminded of, okay, this is why we're working our butts off on building this platform. And this is why it matters because Joe's Lawn Service or Molly's Mower Service, they rely on what we're doing. They really rely on our platform to work properly, to attract consumers, to help them get paid, to keep everything organized. And you see that in the field when you are seeing it for yourself. And so that helps course correct a lot of the, hey, what are we doing? Why does it matter? Type of questions. Everybody should be able to answer that on the team. And if you're baking these actual habits and routines into the system, it can help take care of that. The sad thing is you can walk into almost any business and ask everybody there, what are we doing and why does it matter? And you'll probably get 30 different answers, and most
Yeah.
of them are very good. And so be paranoid about that because if everybody doesn't know, you're going to have culture issues, and it's going to be hard to have everybody rowing in the right direction.
Yeah, it keeps everyone aligned and
That's right.
continuously reminded. I love that approach, that philosophy. And so today, how is innovation helping you and your business continue to support these lawn care professionals, their consumers, and your organization grow?
That's one thing about running a tech company and really any business, tech enabled, 100% tech or no tech. It's you should be paranoid about not improving the customer experience and not making it better, faster, quicker, cheaper, easier for your customers. One of my favorite Jeff Bezos quotes, he says, "The thing I love most about the consumer is that they are always discontent." And today's innovation, like today's new thing, is like tomorrow's old news. And so it's never done. You're always going to be making it better. And so in our humble little world of pushing a button and getting a lawn mowing service, we're always looking for ways to make it cheaper, faster, smoother, more delightful, more straightforward on how to use. And then for contractors, making it to where they can make more money with less work in essence is what we do. And so you're always looking for ways to get an edge on doing that. But that goal never changes, but how you fulfill it does. And so it's not like you're always changing what it is, the experience you're delivering to the customer. Another Jeff Bezos quote that I like is we don't worry about what's going to change in the next 5 or 10 years. We worry about what's not going to change. And he says what's not going to change is people are going to want more selection at cheaper prices. And so we don't care about anything else other than that. But what does change is how you deliver that. And so we're always looking at, okay, where are people falling out of the funnel? Where are people abandoning the product? Let's talk to them. Let's figure out what the product did that let them down, and let's figure out how to solve that, and how to make that better and better. And one thing we do is we ask why 5 times to try to get at the root cause of what it is that went wrong. And it could be anything. It's like XYZ vendor no longer use the platform. And so you ask, okay, well, why aren't you using the platform anymore? Well, because you were sending me lawns that are too far away from where I work. Okay, well, why were we doing that? Well, because I put my service radius at 45 miles. Okay, so why did you do that? Well, because I wanted more yards when I signed up, and now I don't. Okay, so now we got to figure out a way to solve for that specific problem because we don't want that to happen again. So you keep doing that over and over again and look internally for what the answers are and just be relentless about that is how we've looked at it.
Out of curiosity, has AI played a role or do you see it playing a role in continuing to drive your business?
Yeah, if you look at a lot of things that are inefficient. And so, two things: any repetitive, just grunt work that's being done over and over and over and over again, AI can help abstract that away. And so, first thing is customer service. In the last year, we had 12 customer service agents that would answer the phones, answer the live chat. And with AI, we've been able to reduce that to three and improve customer net promoter score. And so that's the first obvious use case of AI these days is being able to instantly answer questions and help consumers or users of your product get the answer they need very quickly rather than having to wait on somebody, 4 or 5 minutes to tell them the same thing over and over and over again. And then also using that information to help fix the product as well. So that's the first like no-brainer. Another place where AI has helped us is describing a lot of the repetitive service offerings because it's not like we have one business, we have 100 businesses. Every market operates a little bit differently. Tampa, Florida operates very different than Seattle, Washington. And so we have to be very unique and at a localized level describing what it is these services are and what to expect, what not to expect. So we used to do that by hand and we used to write this content by hand, but now we're able to do it with AI. And so those are like rudimentary things. But then also at a higher level, trying to figure out how to leverage this new technology to solve hard problems. And so a hard problem for us is let's say you live in a certain zip code around Nashville, Tennessee, and you get 10 quotes for your lawn service. We have some idea what are the best fits, of those 10, which are the three best based on price and reliability, but we don't really know, like magically know. And so using AI to be able to predict that this is actually out of these 10 prices, it's $7 more, but you're more likely to get it done on the day that you want, and you're more likely to be happy with this service provider for the rest of the year than these other ones by way of using like past data and crunching the numbers in a way that we're able to predict the best matches. That's a more complex use of AI that we're currently implementing. But you don't have to start there. You can start with what are the repetitive grunt work things that are eating up our time? Let's use AI to abstract those away so we can work on higher leverage things that have a bigger impact in our business.
Outstanding. Sounds like your organization has just one amazing and comprehensive business system for managing your continued growth, customer success, and all of your stakeholder success.
It never ends. That's one of the fun things about it is just because you solve one set of problems, you think that's one of the fallacies in business is you think if I can just hire this person and solve this problem and fix this thing, then I'll be good for a while. And all of that means is you solve those three problems. That means you get 10 more. And so it never ends. And just embracing that, I think, can help make it fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Integrating that business with your kind of your personal goals and
Right.
ambitions, right? It's kind of intertwined in there for that life and business success. Final takeaway for our audience. If there was one thing that you would tell them, you really must consider this as part of your business and life success, what would that be?
I think for me, I guess I'm lucky that I am discontent and upset and pissed off when things aren't moving forward. And so I think that's why I had to start another business because I didn't have that forcing function in my life to force me to read books, to listen to podcasts like this one, to go to YouTube University, to just like go to conferences. Like the business was this kind of thing that was forcing me to level up. And I think if you're doing businesses with your heart and soul, that you should evolve into a whole new person every year or two. And so for me, embrace that. And if you're not naturally wired to be discontent if the thing isn't moving forward, then you need to wire that into your life. And I don't think there's a separation between personal habits and business habits. think it really goes into one. You wake up, you're in the shower, you're thinking about it. Your head hits the pillow, you're thinking about it. And so if you can just embrace that and say to yourself that, okay, I am going to work through each level of this game and I'm going to throw everything I've got into one level at a time. And if things aren't pushing forward, if things aren't progressing, I'm going to diagnose what's wrong and I'm going to fix that and push it forward. I think can help get you from zero to one. And just because, like I said earlier, that you solve a set of problems doesn't mean that you're done. It really is like a video game. It's 10 levels of Super Mario Brothers. Worry about the level you're on. You got to get through the level and then get on to the next one. It never ends. So just embrace that.
Outstanding. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, a lot of times you can think that I'm too late, so I missed it. I missed whatever. I missed the gig economy, or I missed e-commerce, or I missed crypto, or I missed AI, or I missed. You can think that you're too late to the party, but the reality is that it always gets bigger. Even if we're just talking about tech, we're 30 years into software as a business, and it's probably going to be around for another 100. So we're not even a third of the way through. So it really still is day one, and it always gets bigger. The opportunities always multiply. And we may even be at like day one all over again with this advent of AI. Some people say it's going to be bigger than the internet. So you didn't miss it. Roll up your sleeves, start learning, start putting in the reps, start figuring it out, and get started because yourself 5 years from now will be glad you did.
100% agreed. Great message. Brian's journey with GreenPal is a prime example of transforming a conventional service through technology and innovation. As we wrap up this insightful conversation with Brian, we'd like to leave our listeners with a thought provoking question. How can aspiring entrepreneurs identify and capitalize on untapped opportunities in traditional industries? We hope this episode has inspired you to think creatively about business opportunities in your own field. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. To our listeners, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and join us next time for more entrepreneurial wisdom. Until then, keep innovating, pursuing your business dreams, stay resilient, and stay innovative. Have a wonderful day, everyone.